Okay, I was asked to do a 5-point turnaround. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I basically have my Photoshop open and I'm going to create another layer. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pick the right color here and do something like so. Okay, and I'm not going to draw a whole character or anything. I'm going to just give the basics. And what I'm going to do is, let's go a little bit smaller here with my brush, is you start out with, your simple head of your first character, put in your neck, and draw the torso. And all I'm doing is I'm blocking this character out. And I'm just going to go like so. And all I'm doing is I'm creating the building blocks of the figure. Okay, you got the hand resting on here, and something like give her high heels. So if this is my first character, all right, and if this is my first character, I'm going to just transform her. Hold and shift here, and that's pretty much my first character. Okay, so once your first character is done, we're just going to create another layer real quick here, and right over that, the first thing I'm going to do is actually take this layer and I'm going to copy it and I'm going to select transform, and I'm going to right click flip horizontal, and then holding shift, as soon as I get this here, holding shift, that creates your backside for you. Okay, and so once that's done, on the backside you would go in and draw, this would be your shoulder blades. We'll put in the butt. And this is the back side, like so. And then on this side, we're just going to complete this by drawing the breasts out like so. Alright, so here is my first two parts of the turnaround. And now you notice that fits that, so we're just going to go in this one here, and we're going to erase the back section of the legs. And if you want, you can actually go in there and just kind of add in the necessary geometry. Go in and erase the front of the hand, and you're pretty much set. So there's your back and front already. And then what we're going to do is we're going to need a side view. So on my new layer that I created, and again, it's just a matter of picking your character the way you want it. And build the skull in there. And start with this part sticking out, and just make sure the pieces line up. you know, walk right away, right across. Like so. And from there, we'll grab, put on the breasts. And her back. And front here. Knee. And then this is probably coming a little bit forward, like so. And add in the butt, which is right about there. And then because the butt's leaning, like so. And like so. And then the other one is going to kind of come up like so. So there's my side view there. And I'm just going to start by putting in like so. I'm going to just create a new layer. And let's do a back view. And back view is like so. And just build where the shoulders are here. And if you can't figure it out, always just add in the spine. That's the curve for the spine, like so. And it really helps just knowing anatomy and knowing, you know, your basic forms and basic shapes. The breast in there, comes down, probably got thumb sticking out like so. Comes down. I don't like the way that's going, so we're just going to fix this. And as if you notice, I'm paying attention to the key points, such as where the knees are, where the knees are, where the you know, elbow joints basically line up, and I'm just getting the rough down right now. And let's put this is a little bit more angled, bigger head, a little bit bigger head, and then something like so. And there's that one. And we'll create a new layer, and I'll do the side three-quarter view here. And it's pretty much draw the head, draw the neck, breast 1, breast 2, And all I'm doing is basically building off of basic shapes. So but I'm paying attention to the other ones as I draw so that I know where her bits and pieces goes. So like the hand is going to come down here, and let's see here, this is going to come over here. And knee. And all I'm doing is just putting in a rough outline here. Basically, oops. Always remember to draw the continuing right layer here. Let's see, I don't like this arm. Just remember what you don't like, just redraw. Alright. Alright. And this is basically what you're doing. So now this is just the roughs. This is just the me going through and saying, okay, does this work? And then what you have to do after this, the big thing is right off the bat is you create a new layer, and I'm going to just use a lighter blue here, and oops, we are going to undo that line for sure. Okay, so we're just going to go right here, and I'm going to do the top of the head, and I'm going to do someplace right about here, probably right around the pelvis. And let's see here. Let's undo this last line. And we'll go off the front base here. So we're just going to do the pelvis, kind of where the breast line stacks, where the shoulders go, and let's do where the kneecaps run. Okay, so that's gonna get. I'm gonna just drop this layer back under there, and I'm gonna lock it so you guys can't really see it. So now let's look at the individual drawings. So if this is the bottom of the kneecaps, and by looking at this one's fine. Okay, the head maybe can be dropped a little bit. So let's select this line here. And let's go here and select this line. Just drop it a little bit lower. Alright, let's go back. So this one looks fine. The head runs fine, this runs fine, the breast runs fine, the bottom of the pelvis is pretty good. If you really want, we can do this arm, wear the arm, but the arm looks pretty good. And you know, you're just kind of measuring it up. So these three look pretty good. These two we need a little fixing with. So we're going to grab this one, and the only thing that looks like is the breast needs to be dropped a little bit lower. And that didn't work because, of course, I did it in a different color. So let's just go in. All right. So the breast needs to be dropped a hair. You know, my elbows are looking still good. My head's looking good. The shoulders are a little bit high, so we can just kind of drop the shoulders a little bit. Bring up the neck. Erase some of this out. And let's, I mean, if you want, I'm just kind of doing rough measurements. You'd be a little bit more precise when you're doing this. So, let's see here. What else can we do? Let's see. This looks good. The butt pelvis area. This can be dropped to just a hair. So, let's do this. Let's put. Like so. Erase some of this. And that looks pretty good. So that pelvis looks pretty good. And then let's take a look at this one here. Head, shoulders. The breasts need to go a little bit further down. Actually, you know what? Let's undo that. Undo the eraser. Let's grab this and just bring it down a hair. The head lines up pretty well. Shoulders line up pretty well. Elbow can be a little bit higher. This elbow's fine. Let's build her out a little bit, like this. And let's go back and erase our breasts and kind of put those in there. A little bit lower. And let's erase kind of this pelvis area here and drop that just a bit more. So let's. And so there's your basic startup on how to do a 5-figure, and it's or a 5-point anatomy. And this will work great for anything that you have designed. You know, I always start with this, and then once it's all done and lined up, you know, you go in, and then that's when you can, you know, I'm just going to create a new layer here. That's when you can go in and you can go, okay, well, I want a belt. So my belt is going to be, I'm just going to go a little bit darker here, and for this purpose, I will do with a little shape dynamics. So if I want a belt, and the belt is going to ride a little bit high, so I just put the belt in here, you know, flip over the edge, and say I wanted boots, you know, the boots are coming up here, and like so. You know, so then you basically just start drawing over your figure. You know, maybe she's, depending on what you're doing, maybe she's a, you know, ninja, so we'll just cover this up with the ninja garb or whatever. You know, put the robes in there, and then you just go in, okay, belts here, belts here, belts here, belt is here, okay, and then, you know, this is the outfit, here's the outfit, The outfit is covered up. Here is the outfit. So just all you're doing is saying, this is how this is falling. So there's your belt here. And so then all you're doing is you're building up on your figure and you're matching these lines, okay? And that's really all a 5-point is just doing it step at a time. All right? Thanks much.